What's good? This is Trey with Legit Game coming to you with this video on how to attract beautiful women in your life without chasing them. All right. So first thing I want to get out of the way is if you're chasing women, you are in the wrong. What you are doing is incorrect. It's ineffective, and it's the opposites of attracting women. So if you feel as though you are chasing women right now, that's not what you should be doing. Okay. This is what you should be doing. Instead of chasing women, you need to detach yourself from the outcome. In previous videos, I speak about how one of the best ways to attract women is to focus on your life purpose. So develop high value in your niche, in your area of life that you were meant to excel in, while working on your game and understanding attraction and seduction. So when women come your way, you know what to do. Okay. Because, you can attract a woman, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can lose her. So you should work on your game. You should understand attraction. You should understand seduction. Right. But as far as chasing women, okay, there's a lot of men who are chasing women and it's ineffective. All right. I'm willing to bet, if you've been chasing women, that you're very unhappy with the results you've been getting from doing that. So what you should be doing instead, and I'll just give you an example of exactly what I do. I'm going to give you a scenario. So when let's say I go into a club, right? And in this club, there's a lot of women. Okay. So there's opportunities, meaning I can approach, any one of these women, and there's, a possibility she might talk to me and I might, have a good conversation with her and might pick her up. Okay. If it doesn't work out with her, I have other options for the night. Okay. So that's a cool environment to be in, where there's, multiple options. Now, what I could do, which is what I used to do, is I would go up to women, I'd approach them, and basically I would try to impress them, right? I try to say something cool. I try to be cool. I try to make her laugh. I try to do this, try to do that. Basically, I'm detached to the outcome and I'm doing things specifically because I want her approval. I want her validation. I want her to like me, right? What I'm saying is, if you want to attract women, you have to go in the opposite direction. Essentially, you have to take on the mindset of, I don't give a shit if I get rejected. When you approach a woman, you should actually embrace rejection. Say some shit that you would probably say to your best friend. You go to your best friend and say, "What's up, bro?" You would literally go to your best friend. If you saw him in the club, you'd be like, "Hey, what's good, bro?" Or "What's up, man?" And it would be very relaxed. You wouldn't really give a shit. If you probably might even make a joke about him and say, "Bro, what are you wearing?" You know what I mean? You'd probably say some funny shit. You wouldn't be trying to impress him, right? Because he'd probably be like, "Yo, why are you trying to impress me? What's going on here?" Like, that'd be weird. And that's probably why you're best friends, because it's a genuine relationship. It's not based on one person trying to impress the other. It's none of that. And that's what women are looking for. They don't want a guy who's trying to manipulate them into liking them. Okay. When you go to a girl and you try to impress her and try to be cool and all that shit, what you're actually doing is you're putting on a front and trying to manipulate her into liking you. And what that tells her is you don't believe in yourself. You don't think the person who you are is good enough for her, which probably means you're not that high value. Probably your self-esteem is not that high. Don't have that much confidence. Probably not, not really doing what you should be doing in life. And so why would she want to align with you when there's the other guy who comes up to her and he doesn't give a shit? Okay. He goes up to her and it looks like he's trying to get rejected, literally. Sometimes I'll go up to women and I'll literally go up to her and just start dancing. Like, okay, and this is in a club setting. I'll start dancing, but like in a way where it obviously looks like I'm trying to look stupid, okay? Because, you know, there's a way to dance that looks acceptable, and then there's a way to dance that looks foolish. I'll literally go up to the attractive women and start dancing like a clown, okay? And these women will hook, meaning they'll actually start laughing, or they'll start talking to me, or you're so funny, or oh wow, they'll start dancing with me. And somebody on the outside will look at that and be like, what the hell just happened there? That doesn't even make no sense. Does he know her? Right? They think that I know the girl, because it's like, what? And that's what they should think, that I know the girl, because it looks like I don't care. It doesn't look like I'm trying to pick her up. So what I'm saying is, if you go for rejection, meaning instead of being attached to the outcome, go for rejection. Don't try to chase the woman. Don't try to impress her. Don't try to, come up with a game plan, or how am I going to get her tonight? Just go up to her and get rejected. I know it doesn't sound like it would work, but I'm telling you, and you probably are going to get rejected a couple of times. After a while, what happens is, when you purposely try to get, so you probably notice this, when you focus a lot on something, you try to get it, a lot of times it will run away from you. It feels like that thing is running away from you, right? But when you chill out, you relax, you still go after it, but you kind of have more of a, I know I'm going to get it, so I'm going to just do me. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to chase after it. I'm going to just take the necessary actions and let it come to me. A lot of times when you have that attitude, the thing comes to you, because you're not attached to the outcome. It's like the guy who's not trying to be cool is usually the cool guy. The guy who's trying to be cool, he comes off as weird. He comes off as try hard, right? Because he's too attached to the outcome. And that's the problem. It's like the guys who are chasing women is because they are so attached to the outcome. They think that if I chase this woman, if I persevere, if I try to impress, if I keep complimenting her, eventually she's going to give in. That's just not a good strategy. Probably at some point during that process of chasing her, you're going to really turn her off, and she's going to be done with you. She's going to block your number, or she's going to reject you harshly, or she's going to try to avoid you, or she's going to tell her friends you're weird. You don't want none of that. You want to go up to her and show her that she cannot affect your frame. Okay, that's what going for rejection is all about. It's like, if you go for rejection, that woman has no power over you, because her power comes from rejection, right? Oh, I can shut him down. But if you are trying to get shut down, or meaning you don't care about getting shut down, now she has no power, and that's attractive to her, because she's like, oh, this guy must have value. I have no power over him like I do most guys, right? Okay, so that's the advice. Basically, when you go for rejection, it gets harder to get rejected. That is what you need to understand. Okay, so when I say go for rejection, I mean your interactions should be carefree. You shouldn't be trying to pick up the woman or persuade her in a way. So for example, let's say I'm approaching a woman, right? I could go up to her and I could say, hey, you're very beautiful. I want to come and say hi to you. I could say that, right? But that's what most guys would say. Okay, oh, you're so beautiful. And she's just going to look at that and say, okay, you're doing what most guys doing. Probably just means you want to sleep with me based on my looks. Okay. What if instead of that, I go up to this woman and say, wow, you look kind of bored. Or I say something sarcastic. Maybe she's just standing around with her friends, and I say, oh, wow, you look like you're having the most fun in here. Or maybe I just go up to the friends and I just talk about something in the environment. I say, oh y'all, what do y'all think about the DJ? I'm not really feeling his song selection, man. Or maybe I should go up there and DJ. Just saying some funny thing that is indirect, that doesn't really show that you're interested in anyone. Because the thing is, when a woman's beautiful, she already knows that, man. So she wants to know, is this guy different? Does he want to actually know more about me? Or maybe this guy he doesn't seem like he's interested at all. It's like, It's like, imagine someone comes and talks to you, but you can't tell if they're interested. So you're like, wait, what's going on here? Why is this person talking to me? It doesn't really seem like he's interested. Kind of just seems like he's chilling. Okay. But at the same time, he has a good vibe. You want to, it's funny how this works, but it's like the more you go for rejection, the harder it is to get rejected. Like when I go out, literally, I'll look at a woman that I want, that I think is attractive, and I'll just say in my head, let me see how I can get rejected by her. Because if I say, let me see how I can get her, it puts me in the wrong state of mind. It's like, why do I even want to get her? Like, I have abundance. I don't need her. It's basically, you should approach a woman, and if you get her, that should be the icing on the cake. That should be your mindset. Like, I'm just approaching this woman just to have a good time. I like to interact and socialize with people. And if I get her, that's great. If I don't, then cool. But the thing is, at the same time, you have to understand attraction. Okay. So when you approach her, and if you see that she's giving you showing interest, then you can show her some interest too. You don't want to start showing her interest before she's showing you interest. That's why that whole chasing thing doesn't work. The fact that you have to chase a woman should make clear to you that she's not that interested. If she was that interested, you wouldn't have to chase her. So chasing is not a good strategy. When somebody is interested in you, you do not have to chase them. They make it easy for you to catch them. Okay? It's like if somebody is going to give you $1 million, you're not going to run away from that person. You're going to say, hey, what time do you want to meet up? Why? Because that person's value is high. They have $1 million to give you. That's high value. Now, if that person is broke and they're always trying to meet up with you, like, nah, I ain't really trying to meet up with that guy. He's broke. What does he have to offer me? Not to sound mean, but that's just a reality of the situation. I'd rather meet up with somebody who has money, who has resources, who has opportunities he can present to me to make more money or whatever. I don't have time for the guy that's struggling. He needs to work on himself. Okay? So that's the game. I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. It's like that whole chasing thing, put it to an end. You shouldn't be chasing at all. That's not how you pick up women. That's not how you get results. It's not how you attract women. It's the opposite. Attraction is about you doing your thing and you having such a great personality and such great value that people want to be around you. But you're not trying to convince them. You don't care if they want to be around you or not. You're just doing your thing. You're just having a good time. This is a mindset thing. And what happens when you have this mindset, you give off that energy and people can feel it. And you'll notice people will be more attracted to you. All right, so that's the advice. For more tips and advice on how to pick up women, go to legitgame.com or hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealTrey Morgan. Thanks for watching. Peace.